Hi guys, Mew2King.
And it's Salem.
And today we're going to be playing Brawl Meta Knight. Yay, my favorite Smash character of all time. And I'm going to be explaining how to use him on a basic level. So, yeah, let's just start. So, there's a lot of things to do. So first, I'll just teach gliding real quick. On the most basic level, you can just hold X and glide, and then you can do cool combos. Like you jump and then hold X, and then you can glide. And there's more advanced ways. You can do it out of up B. You can go different directions. Like, you can do all this sorts of stuff. When I was younger and took the game super seriously, some controllers let me glide better than others because they had different X and Y potent sensitivities. So some controllers I'd be way, way better at gliding than others. So I'd be able to do like stuff like this, and I would use this stuff to like very skillfully to like approach Almar. And if you do stuff like that, you can like get behind them, and then if you do it perfectly, you can get a frame advantage. But if you're imperfect, they can punish you. There's also just basic movement, walking around. Anti used to do this all the time. He used to just walk back and forth, like try to run at me and dash attack. Like he just walks around like this. Basically, it's because whoever strikes first has a disadvantage. Also, when you're facing away, like look at my front toe. Now look, it's a little harder to hit me. It's not much you can tell, but like the hurt box is slightly bigger. See how my hurt box is here? When I'm facing this way, the hurt box is slightly away. It's very insignificant. It's bigger. It's more noticeable with melee Marth. But another thing is like whoever tilts first in the Ditto, they're leaning over. See like right here. See where I am? But now I'm leaning over here just to F tilt, and now I go back to here. So whoever strikes first has a disadvantage. Oh, another thing I like to do is this short hop aerial. This is really good, and this beats a lot of stuff, except like this beats a lot of straight approaches, but they can beat it by just shielding. Like just shield it, and then now you could have just dropped shield F tilt me. See, like you can just do stuff like that. But then like if I know you're gonna do that, I can punish you by just grabbing you and stuff like that. That's what a rock paper scissors comes in, but it's still an option that could be used. There's also Tornado. Tornado is kind of hard to explain, but basically, in this move, on the left, here, and here are 3 big circles. And the middle of the circle, right here, there's no protection here. It's just a big hitbox here, one here, and here. I had to figure that out without studying hitboxes by just playing the game for like hundreds of hours and being like, how does this move work? Just from feeling it out and then testing different scenarios, because you couldn't see hitboxes back in that day. You had to figure it out different ways. So like I had to figure out like different ways. Like watch. So if I hit you right here, I have to. Oh, and for some reason when you tap it, they get sent flying higher. So like mash B. See, and if I smash you, I just stick up, I just pop out. Ew. But most people don't even know about that, so they didn't abuse that. But like super top players would abuse it, so it was way more broken against bad players. And if you don't tap it, it goes straight up, and you can use that for frame traps and stuff. You sacrifice damage for position. But yeah, learning how to tornado and learning how to glide are really important movements. Also, walking around and then seeing them react. Like this seems dumb, but like doing stuff like this, it's good if you know they're gonna rush in at that moment. But if they don't rush in at that moment, then you cornered yourself. So it's based on what you think they're gonna do. Because like backing up gives you an advantage if you know they're going to attack within a short period of time. On the flip side, if they just stand there and do nothing, it's like, well, thanks for giving me free stage control. Also, there's advanced things like this. If I do this and I downer, I can cancel on the platform, which is really good on Smash Roll. So like, and then you can grab people and stuff. It's like really, really advanced. It's like, okay, I know my opponent's gonna block Tornado or something, and it's like, you can do that, and it's completely unsafe, but it'll work the first time because they're not expecting it. And then they're scared the next time, and then you just don't do it again. Also, double jumping with up airs. It's faster in multiple jumps. So like, watch this. Watch how slow I do this. Now watch this. Whoops, I messed up. It's hard. I'm not perfectly timing it, but basically the time for double jump up air over and over, it's faster than the time of just swinging your sword when doing this. This takes more total time than the up airs. So you can actually rise in the air slightly faster by doing up airs. You just have to know the timing, and you don't want to accidentally do 2 in a row. But it's just something you can practice. There's a lot of things to practice with Midnight. Like on the ledge, there's a lot of things like you can do this. This is one of the old stuff Tori used to do all the time. And there's also like this. Oh, sorry, I messed up. You can do stuff like that, or you can do. Tori used to do this one. I don't remember. It was something with glide. I'm messing up. Like this, and then you can do stuff like that, and then have a frame advantage. But then you can beat that with like tornadoing it. But then he can beat that by just pretending he's going to do that and then just canceling it and then up-airing you and then getting back on stage for free. There's like mix-ups to the mix-ups, and it's pretty cool. There's a lot of things to practice with Midnight. You can practice the walking around, you can practice the short hop aerials, you can practice movement with the glide and then the frame advantage, the glide attack combos, the cancels like this I talked about, also with the down air. There's a lot of lead stuff to practice like this. And like even that, what I did, I could have done it even better and faster. There's also the way Tornado works, like see how like I moved to the side to make sure the right side, like I made sure that the right side right here of that hitbox was dragging you up. If I had just done a basic Tornado like here, see, I didn't drag you to the side, so you pop out. Most people don't think about these things. They just do Tornado and you pop out because they're not thinking about, hey, the middle doesn't have a high hitbox. So another thing about the matchups, Marth is a character who's, when he's floating under you, you want to get underneath him, make him miss his move, and then double jump and then downer him. So like, let's say Marth is over here. Let's say Marth is right here, and you're right here. You can threaten double jump fair. If he jumps over you, you can threaten like reverse shuttle loop, but it doesn't do much there, so it doesn't matter too much. But if let's say Marth tries to like fast fall air dodge or fast fall forward air, you're underneath him, and it's not a lingering hitbox, so he's gonna miss because you're floating under him. You see that he misses, or you just guess, and then you do double jump nair or double jump down air. And then you can actually just like trade with him or just gimp him after that hit, because then he's too far away. You don't want to get grabbed here if you don't want to get grabbed here at 50, because if you get grabbed here at 50, he does let's just say it'll force, because he's tall, it'll force a grab release and then he spikes you and then you die at 50%. So there's like very specific scenarios you want to avoid. And Wario, you just can't get away in camping. Wario's literally about that's one of the matches you just get the lead in camping. You can't. You kind of like make a wall. A lot of this matchups is like making a wall, like wall of hitboxes. It's not always forward. It's like up air, down air. Because if Wario's in the air and he's trying to approach from the side, like downers, which have a deceptively big hitbox below him and to the side, you can do like up air and retreating down air. And then if he air dodges into you, this actually footstool combos into a down air. And I learned that. So it's like a frame one footstool combo. Then that's to beat people air dodging inside of you. Alright, how to fight with Midnight is actually really interesting because it massively varies a lot based on the matchup. So, for example, one of the popular moves that is extremely dominant at low-level play, which makes noobs who aren't very good at the game like, oh, I just got Brawl, a fun game, a fun new game. I just, like, you know, game's brand new, I've been playing it for a week, or I'm not that good, and then they run into this move, and they're like, I quit Brawl.
That one was funny.
This move is it's like, it's good at top-level play, but it's literally like the noob killer. Like, kind of like, if you've ever been a Fox player in Melee, and you had tried to deal with Peach crouch cancel down smash spam, imagine when Melee came out, and you're not very good at L canceling, and you're not gonna be consistently L canceling, and the Peach just masses crouch cancel down smash, and you're all bad players, and you just like, wow, screw this move, I hate this. It's kind of like one of those things, where it's like, it's still really good at top level play, but it's extra broken if you're bad. But at top level play, it's still really good, because certain matchups, you can do it to jump from here to here, which can get you an aerial approach, and a lot of people are protecting their heads. So it's also a way to go in aggressively. If you don't want to play the long timeout game, like a lot of minutes, they'll just do the timeout game, and even I do sometimes. But most of the time, I don't want to do it unless I really have to, like Ice Climbers, where the risk reward is like they're just waiting for you, and then one interaction, you have to lose your stock. It's like, okay, then it's better not to go in. But if it's anything else, I'd rather just fight, you know. But so what you can do here is this. But see, sometimes they pop out, so you have to be careful on how you do it. As I've said in my Brawl tier list video, you kind of want to go in on Armor, because if you camp Armor too much, he just gets a bunch of purple Pikmin, and then he's broken. And he's God. So you want to try to beat him up before he gets the Pikmin. Normally, like he's the one character in the game who gets significantly better if you just let him do his thing. Diddy Kong, you have to learn to deal with bananas, because if you just do this, well, it seems good on paper, but if Diddy Kong, even when he has the tiniest shield, can just shield the entire time. And even if his shield's gonna break, you just try to spot dodge. And the worst that happens is you get poked by like a 3 damage tornado. But otherwise, like the risk reward is like, oh, well, now I get free banana F smash. It's like really, there's like no easy way on Diddy Kong. You just have to guess when he's gonna shoot, like block, and then you can jump, catch the banana in the air. But then he can read that you're just gonna do that. If you do it once, you're probably gonna do it twice, and everyone knows that. So you don't want to do the same thing over and over, and you have to learn the glide toss. It can get really hard. Midnight Dittos, like try a tornado at me. See, like, that move beats it. Like, every sword beats it. All the sword moves actually beat Tornado. So it's like, in the Ditto, it's not really good to Tornado because, like, it's good as a mix-up because you don't have to do it the same way. The reason it's good is because you don't have to always do it the exact same way. So, like, try to... I'm going to Tornado at you. Try to tilt me. Alright, now do it again. See, I can just wait. I don't have to go in right away. So there's mix-up. Like, you still have the advantage by waiting and blocking it. And there's another thing you can do. Try to do it again. Tornado. If I do that right, I can power shield it, and then there's like no shield stun. But that doesn't matter in this matchup because you can literally just sword it. The sword, it's like laser priority, so it like doesn't clank. It's really good at specifically beating his own Tornado. There's also like up B to shield, like try to tilt me. Oh, just do like down smash. You can do stuff like buffered up B. That's easier if tap jump on, you have a bigger buffer window, but that also makes it hard to do like this loop. See, like I tap jump by accident. Like this. I'm going to use all my jumps to show you. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And now I can do the low shuttle loop. Like this. That's what the shuttle is supposed to look like. However, if you have tap jump on, it's harder to do that. I have tap jump on because I like easier up B to... I messed up. I have tap jump on because I like easier up B to shield. Snake... Oh, and Snake, you can also just waste time in the air doing this and hope that... Just wait for an opportunity. It's like, if Snake takes a risk or whatever. I don't remember the Snake matchup in detail. I remember pushing advantage state, like... Frame trapping, like here. When you're falling down. But neutral is kind of like Tornado's good, but it's like, you don't want to do it if you know they're going to expect it. Then you just do something else. Alright, comboing with Meta Knight. I made up this combo the first month the game came out. That's the Mew2King combo. You can also do down tilt, F tilt. SDI can ruin it, but if you get a glide attack at 0, you just do short hop nair for 19 damage and then do F tilt. I always do that 0 to 45 combo. But then it was so popular that everyone knew to just avoid my glide attacks at 0, so it just stopped working. But at the beginning, it was really fun because I like doing the combos. I'm going to 40, and then when you get hit, just DI up toward. That you went extra high. That's like kind of strange. Anyway, not this percent, but let's say you're fighting normally and you just DI in. The short version, you can combo those moves together. But that only works if they DI in. They could literally just not DI. They can literally just like, oh, I got forward air, let's just not DI, and then it doesn't even work. But everyone's like, oh, I have to hold in, and then they just give me a free combo that shouldn't even work. There's also up air tornado, but that's not like a true combo because you can SDI to get out. But try jump over me. I messed up. Yeah, stuff like that. You can do that. It works specifically at 0%. So you pretty much have to be at 0. But then it's actually kind of fake. Because watch, try to do it to me. This is what no one ever tells you, and what I never told anyone.
Oh my god.
You can't do the combo?
No.
Really?
You're going way to the side. I can't.
Okay, well, what I was trying to show you, I thought you were better at the combo, but what I was trying to show you is if you just wiggle to stick down, you actually just, the up airs actually just sends you inside Meta Knight instead of above him, because you can SDI all the hits, you just wiggle to stick downward, and you just go super low, and that combo never works. Try it now. See? That complete, like, I was going to get a third up air if you didn't, but you see how you just flung up there? that already ended the true def combo. You could have just, like, double jumped away after that, or downward me. But yeah, you could also go like super down, go inside me and stuff. So that's a combo that can work at 0, but it's actually fake. So now I showed the glide attack combo, I showed the up air string. There's also more stuff like if you DI in, like DI in. Oh, no, sorry. DI up left. Like this direction. I like this because I used to do forward air here, back throw forward air. And then if they air dodged, I did an air. But then I realized a lot of people like... If I know that they're going to DI up toward, I could just do up air, and if they somehow air dodge it, then I still get the nair. And then I can dash grab them again. But I like 0. Like this time, do the same DI and air dodge. See? And then I can still get the frame trap. But then you could still air dodge the other direction, but I still have stage controls. Or I can make a hard read. Because it's never like a true combo as far as I remember. But it could be good. So I used to do this, and then I realized, wait, I should just be doing up air. It's not as good at these percents. DI in again? See, like that's never a true combo, but for some reason people just get hit by it anyway. So I just do it to like because people let me do it. And I'm just like, okay, well, if you're just going to let me do it, I'm just going to do it. And then later, that I know that they're scared of it because I did it to them earlier. So I know that they're going to be like mashing air dodge the next time, and I just punish them even. I just wait for it the next time. At certain percents, try to shield. I don't know if it combos here. That time I trip closer, but that's why it might be placebo. I think the tripping is like, this is actually more than it usually trips. I think it's less than half. I think it's like 1 in 3. I don't remember. Maybe it's half. But it's happened a lot right in this small sample size. But usually it's like 1 in 3 or something. But anyway, like here you can do stuff like this. Damn, I'm getting a lot of chips right now. See, I didn't get that time, but watch. Even if it doesn't, at very specific percents, this I did a combo where you can do this, and then you frame perfectly do that, and that true combos at a very specific. Like it doesn't work at 0, and it doesn't work at high percent. It works at specific mid percents. I don't remember the number anymore. And I'll do frame traps from here, and then I'll do stuff like that, but just not miss. And then if they air dodge, I just hit them with like a downer or something, and then I just get like a short little combo string, just like a short little frame trap. Try to drop shield F tilt. Do it again. See, all right, now do that same thing again. See, so what happened? Well, it didn't show you well there because you dropped shield too soon. But if I do hit 1, hit 2, there's like a freeze frame, and by the time you're making your decision, you've already dropped shield by that moment. So it's basically a mix-up to people that keep like shield flickering to land. Because they usually block the first hit and they get hit by, I didn't show it well there, but they usually block the first hit and get hit by the second hit. So what I get to do is this. And then for some reason you're you're missing it. I don't know why, but in tournament for some reason I don't know why. I think if for some reason they go straight above me.
It's because
and then I can get an up air string.
It's because
I've seen Nairo do this specifically. Nairo used to do this a lot in like 2013.
It's because when they drop shield do forward tilt, they're already holding in because they're doing the forward tilt.
Oh yeah, that's why.
That's why it works.
So like,
it's Galaxy Brain. It's Galaxy Brain.
Well, I don't think they're thinking that far into it. They're just like, I'm just trying to hit him, and then oh cool, they DI'd up.
Yeah.
And it just happened to work out that way. But yeah, that's just another way to lane, because like, and there's also like obviously there's stuff like this, but like as I said, that's not the risk reward in the Ditto isn't as good. So that's just like one of the other mix-ups. I remember Nairo specifically like introduced the landing fairs when other players weren't doing landing fairs, and I remember he started doing it. I was like, oh, this is unique, because it's like if you're used to punishing the air dodges, like a lot of time it's all about camping the air, and then it's like single hit landings and stuff, and you can like, okay, if I know it's single hit landings, I just shield flicker. But then it's like 2 hits on shield, and that messes people up. And I don't even know if he was thinking about that stuff, but it's like it's kind of like anti-meta for a time, and then you adapt to the meta, and then it's just make counter. A lot of it's just positional advantage, and you have to learn how to like frame trap. It's kind of cool because it wasn't about true combos; it was about your skill at frame trapping. So like sometimes you'd want to double jump here and do the up air, and if they air dodge, you do the down air, or you just fall and nair them. It was basically a lot of situations where you want to be very precise on your spacing. It was less about true combos. It wasn't like like in Smash 64. If you hit somebody, you flowchart them to death and they can't do anything. Or they can do so little that most of the time it doesn't matter. Because there was no DI in Smash 64, it's just SDI. Most of the time you get hit, you're dead. Kind of like wobbling, you get hit, you're dead. Okay, it's like, okay, you know how to do that and they have to die. In this game, I kind of liked it because it's kind of skill-based. It challenged different parts of your skill set. It challenged your ability to space like pixel perfectly and cover options. And I kind of like that because you can't really like teach or summarize that as easily as like, oh, let's practice this combo. And then like, oh, there's no counterplay. But you had to like be consistently good with your fundamentals. Fundamentals of like, okay, let me make sure I can cover every option, make hard reads. And that's one of the things I liked about the character a lot. It wasn't you had your combos, but it wasn't over centralized. It's just, oh, this combo and there's no counterplay. You still constantly challenge like the different interactions and the risk rewards of different situations. There was still options. There's another combo I figured out, or I don't remember if I saw a Japanese player do it first or not. But anyway, I noticed that like most of the time you do your down throw, people DI away, right? So try DI away. That's specifically true combos in specifically the Ditto at extremely low percents. So it's a Menate Ditto at low percents on DIY specific counter. So then that made low percent, that 0% grab a mix up, because what you could do, like let's DI up this time and air dodge. But then that's if you air dodge normally. If you were to like DI up, air dodge, and then air dodge away, like this, down through me, like that, then you can't guarantee chase me to cover all the options because I can mix up left or right drift, but I also prevent you from hitting me with the down throw F tilt. So that was one of the advanced things you do. Because in the past, it was just, oh, DI away. But then that combo started getting introduced, which works like 0 to 20. More easy at 0. And Japanese players used to use that a lot, so you had to realize, okay, so you can't just do that when you're fighting Japanese players who are going to do that. You have to mix it up. And then I realized you can just DI up, and then it's a guessing game because there's no true combo. I can always air dodge before you can down throw upper me. If I DI up, there was no true combo because F tilt was the only true combo. Up air can be a frame trap, but that's still 50-50 on left or right DI. So that was stuff I had to like study in the minute I did it. It was like that was just one like small example of the many things that like I used to study and I used to teach Zero to back in those days. So stages for Midnight. I like Smash Bros because I played on it a lot, and I just thought a lot of people back in that day, it was literally just like, hey, you want to start on Smash Bros? So I just kept that's like 60% of community literally just did the hey, you want to start on Smash Bros thing, and it just became a thing quick. So that was a common thing. So everyone's just like, okay, it was just like no one really hated Smash Bros, especially not in 2008. Battlefield's just Battlefield. It's just what you expect from Battlefield. Pretty straightforward and standard. I think one thing about it though is the ceiling I think was higher. I don't remember it because it's different on every game. But I think the ceiling was higher on Battlefield. But it's so long ago, I might be wrong. FD, I usually banned it because so most top tiers in the game, most top and high tiers, they like to just run away from you, and I didn't want them to run away. I wanted to catch them. So stages like Pokemon Stadium and FD they were really wide, which allowed campy players, like let's say for fighting Armor, it allowed them to grab more Pikmin and stuff. Lylat, it's pretty just standard stage. Like I didn't counter pick it. I didn't ban it. It's just whatever. It's just some.
You counter picked versus me.
Oh no, I counter picked versus you specifically because Zero Suit's armor pieces fall off the ledges.
That's a scam.
Well, no, that's literally just Zero Suit specific.
I
but
know.
like if it's not Zero Suit specific, this is just a normal stage that like is just basic normal stage. Yoshi's story, kind of more of the same. I think this is smaller than average, slightly. I don't remember.
Like
it felt like average / smaller than average. One or the other. It was like average or smaller than average. I don't remember which. I didn't mind this stage either. I think this is just a normal stage. And these things right here, these pop up once in a while, but it's very rare. Like, you never know when it's going to happen or not. Zero always used to pick this stage. This stage was really good for 2 characters, Midnight and Snake, for different reasons. Midnight was really good at the first part of the stage, specifically the first part of the stage, not the second part. Because the second part he actually sucks on because the ceiling's so low and he's dying to the top more often than he's going to the top. The first part of the stage, you could actually just do this. Stuff like that. And players like Zero would be like the best at this because Zero would actually actively practice doing this optimally all the time. And I was probably the second best at it. So me and Zero like top 2, probably Zero first and me second in order at like doing the jank stuff. So you do stuff like that. Oh, and this stage is also amazing for Snake because unlike Ultimate where the ceiling is really low, this has an extremely, like right here was like the death boundary. Like Snake's up tilt kills like 10 damage sooner. And like a lot of Snake's moves is just killing in the sky high. So like it's really easy for like Midnight's really good because he can fly under the first part of stage. Snake's consistently good because the ceiling is small and he's usually killing with up tilts or up tilts and grenades. So this is a super good Snake / Midnight stage. Some other stages I had to play on.
Castle. Oh.
Castle Siege transforms and has 3 parts. And this stage...
No, I shouldn't have said anything.
No.
I shouldn't have said anything.
No, Castle Siege transforms and has 3 different parts. It starts here, which this is really cool because it's like it's up close. You just have to fight them. Like there's nowhere to run. You better be good at fighting, basically. Man, this stage should have been legal in Ultimate, man. This stage was another really good one for Midnight. But it was actually pretty good for Snake too.
I don't know
because
how.
it was good for Snake because all you have to do is just stay on platforms and shoot. Like there's no way if you just stay on platforms and grenade, it's really hard to stop it. It was actually pretty decent for Snake. It wasn't like it's better for Midnight, but Snake was one of like the better top tiers on the stage. Like Diddy Kong hated this because like
that was good times.
Because like Diddy couldn't use his banana neutral and control the stage because Diddy wants to control the stage with like banana. So like you would take Diddy's here and stuff. And this is like if you played melee because I used to play melee a lot, obviously. and I knew all the stages. So it was like the exact same stages I already knew. So I didn't really have to learn a new stage. There was a part of the stage in the upper left corner that I think when it flips, it kills you. Like there's this part that goes up and down. I remember some like Otori versus Nairo happened at Apex and happened on the stage. Didn't Nairo pick it, but then it backfired?
I don't remember.
I remember Otori versus Nairo at Apex 2012. That was like a notable match. And I also played Ally here at Genesis. I don't remember who picked what. But I always liked the stage because I just thought it was cool. But I also realized that like nobody practices on these stages. And I was like, if no one's gonna practice there, why wouldn't I go there? You know? It's like, oh, everyone's practicing. Like if you pick, let's say you're picking Battlefield. It's like, okay, you know everyone in the world has been playing on Battlefield all day. You're not gonna gain any extra advantages by doing that. But the thing is, I like playing on all the stages, and a lot of other people just like, screw these stages. And every turn you had different rule sets. So I'm just like, okay, well, if I know that about them, I'm just gonna pick the stages to make them feel uncomfortable. Oh, and then there's Delfino Plaza. And this stage, I love this stage. This is one of my favorite stages ever. Because look, from the beginning, you can just do this. And all those little campers, now they can't camp you. And they have to block or figure out what you're going to do.
Jason, you're camping.
No, I'm approaching from here.
It's called camping.
No? Oh, if you missed a DI there, bam.
You die.
Well, you DI'd like down. That was...
I didn't press anything.
I used to call this take out the trash. Come here. Get closer. Take out the trash.
Cool.
Because it's like, you're just like throwing a trash bag over your arm. I used to call it the take out the trash technique.
You're lame.
No, it's super,
so
it was
extra
super cool.
lame.
It was super cool. So closing thoughts. That was like a very tiny fraction of like the stuff that I know and like the stuff I used to send 0 back in like 2012 and onwards or 2011 onwards. I think Menite might be the character I've put the most time into of any character. It's like, it's either him or Sheik or Marth from Melee, maybe Fox, but it's probably Menite because What do you think? Yeah, I think Menite's probably the character I played the most, and I think he's at least tied for my favorite Smash character of all time. Like so the thing is, when I played Smash games, a lot of time like in Melee, I would just goof off of autocast. I didn't care. I didn't really invest in a character. I just like playing for fun. And then later, I'm just like, oh, why didn't I just invest in a character and I just got really far when I invested. But I didn't do that for like a really long time initially. Brawl came out, I was like, man, this game sucks. I hate the new Marth. I hate the fact that like all the combos I used to do are gone. And I was like, well, I hate Brawl because of Marth. I was like, then it was like, use DD. And it's like, okay, it's not messing up my Marth anymore. It's a little more fun, but it gets old. It's the same thing over and over. I can't really express myself I can't really show how good I am because like the characters, it's too simple and can't frame trap or anything. And in Minute, it's like, oh my god, now I love the game. It's just so fun. Even if it was a worse version of himself, like the same character, just like killing later or doing less damage or something, I'd still love him and still think that. If you want to get into Brawl for whatever reason, he's probably the best character, and you just pick him. He's really, really fun. If you want coaching, for some reason, you just want me to coach you with Brawl Midnight. I don't know why you would want that, but for some reason you want that. Email me, Mew2KingRC@gmail.com, and I'll get back to you when I can. And yeah, he's probably my favorite, or tied for my favorite Smash character of all time. And he's obviously a really good choice. I'll see you guys next time. Let us know what other videos you guys want in the comments below. See you guys next time.
See ya.